Lesson number 47, rate unit conversions and more on fractional exponents. We're going to continue with what we did. So I'm just going to kind of do this lesson backwards. I'm going to do more of the rational or fractional exponents and then do the rate unit conversions. So let's look at some like that. Okay, what's different about what I have up there than what you did in the last lesson?
Is that a normal division sign?
Is that what?
Is that a normal division sign?
Nope, those are both radical signs. So,
27 can actually be. Yeah, 27 can be.
yeah, they have different base numbers there. Yeah, I've got a 27 and I have a 3. Now, guys, if we were to do this like we did in the last lesson, you'd start on the outside. And we do the 1/3. Then we go 27 to the 1/3, 3 to the 1/2. Oops, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself here. Let's do 27, 3 to the 1/2 to the 1/3, and then we end up with 27 to the 1/3 times 3 to the 1/6. Okay, so what's the problem with that? I can't combine that 27 and that 3 together because 27 and 3 have to be the same. Okay, so Ben, in his infinite wisdom, has brought up an interesting point. And that point is, he wants to try to make that 27 into something usable, which would be a 3.
Boom.
So, what he decided to do is instead of leave this at 27, he's going to make that a 3 cubed to the 1/3 power. Ooh, that looks so much better.
No, it doesn't.
Erica's going, I'm not really seeing better here. So, we have 3 to what power? 3 times 1/3
3/3. 1. What?
equals
Okay, yeah, that looks better.
3 to the 7/6, and he's done. Because he saw that cool little trick of that 27 being able to be reduced. Or
You always
See,
simplified.
I would have just put that
In these you will.
my head and
It's giving you some practice in recognizing.
I So- was thinking
That
like square
situation.
root the 27 and make it 3 squared. Wait a second, I have a question.
Yes.
Could you,
I just went all the way.
so if you look at your 27, that's the
Guys.
cubed root, right? The 1/3? The 27 that's
Right here?
Yeah. 1/3 would already be the cubed root, so could you just take the cubed root and you would just get 3?
Yes. Same thing.
Okay.
Now there will be some times where you can't do that. So what you can do is, if I use a problem like square root of 4, square root of 2, but I put a 6th root on there. So before I even get started, I'm going to change this 4 to a 2 squared. I'll just change it at the very beginning, and then I won't make a mistake along the way.
Okay.
How could that be a 2?
So then I write this as,
How could it be a 6?
what are you guys talking about?
I'm talking about your 6s.
Oh, that's a 6?
Those are 6s.
I thought that was a 4.
No, those are my 6s.
That one in the middle is like half of a line. Looks like a bit of a 4.
I thought it was 5. It looks like a 0 with.
So that's the way we had to do them in engineering school.
What? I wish
You
I
do it
could
like
count
that?
how many times you told us.
Okay, so we've got that. 2 squared times the square root of 2, that whole quantity to the 1/6 power. So then we do the 1/6 to each of the, or well, I guess we change that first. So we have 2 squared times 2 to the 1/2 to the 1/6 power. So what do we have here? 2 squared times 1/6. 1/3? Guys? 2 to what power?
2 to the 1. 12.
And then we add our 1/3 and our 1/12 together, find the common denominators, and we end up with 2 to the 5/12.
Of course.
Boom.
Okay, let's jump ahead here, or jump back here to earlier stuff. This is a continuation of rate unit conversions. Now what we've done before is I give you miles and have you change it to inches by doing all the rate conversions.
We're gonna change.
I did it with square feet and changed it to square yards by doing the feet twice, the conversion twice because it was square yards. Same thing works. Same thing works with volume, only instead of multiplying it twice, you do it 3 times. But this is a little bit different here. We're going to change 2 different rates at in the same problem. So for example, I'm going to change 42 inches per second to miles per hour. So, how fast is an object going if it's going 42 inches per second if I want to change that to miles per hour? Because now what I'm doing is I have to change my inches to miles and my seconds, my time, to hours. So I've got to do both of those in the same problem. Okay. What I normally do is I have you write this as a fraction. Per means draw a fraction line. Okay? And I want to end up with miles over hours. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking so that all of my units cancel. So all of my units cancel except miles per hour. Okay, so let's get rid of my miles per hour right now because I won't have room to put it all up there. So, your choice, Ben. Do I want to change inches to miles first or seconds to hours first? It doesn't matter.
It
Does
just
not
adds
matter.
to hours.
It's just whatever you want to do.
Inches to miles.
Okay,
Seconds to
so
hours.
Ben, did you give me a...
You have to say seconds.
No!
You don't get a prize for this, so...
No, he gets clapping.
Okay, so what do you get? What are we doing here? Seconds to hours.
At first I
So
thought
we're
you said
trying to
seconds
change
miles.
my seconds to hours. Okay, so multiplication sign, line. Okay, just like any type of conversion that we do, you're going to do the same thing. Multiplication sign, line.
How many seconds are in a minute?
So first thing you want to do is decide what unit goes on the top and bottom.
Seconds goes on top.
Why?
Because it has to be able to cancel on the bottom.
Because it's on the bottom, yes. So seconds here. And what are you going to compare seconds to? To minutes?
42.
Okay, so now that we do that, our seconds cancel. So we're on the right track. All right, we're not looking for minutes, so we keep going. Minutes on top or bottom? And what do we know about minutes and
60
hours?
minutes and 1 hour. Are you sure? I'm pretty positive.
Okay,
58.
so my minutes cancel. Guys, once I get my unit of measure that I'm looking for, I stop there. Some people, what they'll do is they'll circle this, just so they know that that's going to be in their answer. It just makes it like it's, because, you know, there's a lot of other stuff that is going to be on here, and they do that just so they know, okay, whatever I have circled is going to be in my answer. Yes, Kendra?
Never mind, keep going.
All right. And since I don't have my inches to miles yet, I've got to keep going. So I have inches here that's still not canceled. So do I know how many inches there are on a mile? No. But do I know inches in something else?
Feet.
I know inches in feet. So because I'm on the top there, inches goes on the bottom there. All right. So I can cancel inches there and inches there. And because I still don't have my miles, I keep going. What do I know about feet and miles?
5280.
In 1 mile. And at this case, at this point, my feet cancel and I am at my miles. Another thing I have to look at when I'm trying to figure out if I'm doing this right is I was going from inches over seconds and I'm ending with miles per hour. If these were switched, I did something wrong. They have to be length, length, time, time, or whatever unit I happen to be dealing with. They can't be flipped over, or I screwed something up somewhere. Okay, so at this point, I have miles on top, I have hours on bottom. I take my numbers on the top, multiply them all out. So it's 42 times 60 times 60.
151,200.
Oh, sometimes in the book the answer just keeps it as multiplied, which we do.
I want you to do this.
Multiply it out.
Yeah, 151,200, is that right?
Even if it's something like really
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Like,
You aren't going to have any that are huge.
I had one.
Actually, I've had
It was
one
like-
that
I had-
they won't even solve.
Okay.
Well,
So-
investment account. No, but I-
Man up and just do it. Okay, so
Oh, for 12.
multiply 12 inches times 5,280.
12 times 52.
63360.
63360.
Yeah.
All right, so divide that out.
Wait a
2.3.
636.
All right, so we ended up with 2.39-ish miles per hour. Okay, that's basically it in the conversion. We may do inches per second to yards per hour, you know, all those different measurements, but they're done the exact same way as that up there. So if you got that, no problem with what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.